Okay, what now? More than ever, there's going to be more importance put around relationships, just generally. Obviously, from a personal point of view. So, I think we've realised just how strong some of those bonds we have with people are, or how strong they're not actually. Um, so, I think from a personal point of view, my relationship with my family. So often I'm in the office for at least, 10 to 12 hours a day and then traveling around that. So spending time at home with my husband and kids has been an absolute joy and wonderful upside of this horrific situation that we find ourselves in. And then from a business point of view, I think relationships with our colleagues, I don't think I've ever realised, we've always loved our colleagues, but ever realised just how important those relationships are and how strong they are, and how, despite the pressures that we've all had over the last few months, when we get together on screens, even then we can connect and feel part of the same thing. So I think that's been wonderful. And also the relationships of our clients. I think when you go through something like this, you are forever bonded and you see the strengths of those relationships. And certainly for me, some of the conversations I've had with my clients have been really absolutely heartwarming, and the faith they've put in us, and equally the faith we've put in them to stick by us during these times. And it's been amazing. From a sort of direct, I'm going to go from a direct creative point of view. I think it's been a fascinating few months. I mean, generally creatively, I've felt this bubbling of creativity and excitement. I think it's because we're all in a heightened emotional state that we actually get more creative, if that makes sense. And that has been enlightening and inspiring and energizing, actually, which is a funny word to use when we're not really moving very far from our sofas. But I think as I said, from a direct marketing point of view, I think one thing I talked about this early on, which I was worried about, was the future of direct mail, because obviously we are so sensitive about who's touched it. There's something that's coming from somebody else's hand, from a sorting office, or from the initial sender to the sorting office to the post person, and then being delivered through our letterboxes or delivered by hand. And actually, you look at home deliveries and the boom in those. I mean, it's amazing. As many jobs as are being lost in the UK, there are logistics firms who are hiring and hiring and hiring because our shopping habits have changed. From a direct mail and CRM communication point of view, I actually think there's a massive opportunity. I think we've got over the thing. We know that, you can leave something for a couple of days, it won't transfer anything. You can obviously open the envelope with gloves on if you really want to. But we know that direct mail stays in the home for, I think it's about 28 days. Now, before, those of us who are working and were getting direct mail would barely see it. It'd be put in a pile somewhere. We've all got that desk or that shelf or that windowsill that we put our mail on. But now it's actually sitting there in front of us every single day. And I don't know about you, but I am really reading everything I'm sent. Maybe it's because I'm missing those one-to-one physical relationships, that one-to-one communication is really hitting home. So I think watch this space, and by the space I mean watch your letterbox, because I think it's going to get a bit more exciting.